If you've been entranced by Sweet Tooth, you're not alone. The critically revered fantasy drama series adapts Jeff Lemire's comic book series of the same name and brings audiences into a thrilling new world in which a full generation of human-animal hybrid babies emerge after a viral outbreak wreaks havoc on humanity. At the heart of the story is Gus, a very special 10-year-old boy who has antlers, deer ears, and a bigger heart than most of the humans left on Earth. There are a lot of things to love about Sweet Tooth, from the captivating characters to the eerie dystopian landscapes to the genre-bending narrative. So it might be hard to think of what to watch next after taking in this series. But we're here to help. Here are a few movies that you might want to check out next if you love Sweet Tooth. Another film with a wily group of survivors at the center of the apocalyptic action is Rim of the World. The 2019 science fiction adventure film features 4 kids who wander away from their summer campgrounds and get trapped on their own during an alien invasion. With no grown-ups around to help them and terrifying creatures stalking the Earth, the kids decide to team up and set out on a journey together into their dangerous new world. Just as Sweet Tooth reveals that Gus is more important than he realizes, the pint-sized heroes in Rim of the World soon find themselves entrusted with a very important task that might make the difference between mankind's endurance and a total takeover by these extraterrestrial monsters. While you won't find any child-eating giants lurking around in Sweet Tooth, there's no doubt that the last men are just as savage and merciless as any flesh lump eater you'll find in Steven Spielberg's 2016 adaptation of Roald Dahl's beloved classic, The BFG.
You are a very bad giant.
Has no regrets.
Like Sweet Tooth, the film features an adorable 10-year-old, a girl named Sophie, at the heart of the story. And like Gus, Sophie could really use a friend after the loss of her folks. She finds just that in her oversized companion, the big friendly giant, who tries to shelter her from the darkness of the world, but realizes his best chance of protecting her is to join her on her quest to protect kids like herself from the things that go bump in the night. If you're looking for another on-screen adventure with a half-human, half-animal kid, well, look no further than Arlo the Alligator Boy. The animated film follows Arlo, a boy who is part alligator, as he leaves the comforts of his home swamp in search of his father in New York City.
Rickety biscuit! Does it stop somewhere? Or go on forever and ever?
I don't know, kid. What do you think?
Well, forever and ever, I hope.
As with Gus and Sweet Tooth, Arlo is infectiously optimistic and won't have to make this perilous journey alone for long. He's joined by a few new misfit buddies who want to see him arrive at his new home safely. Of course, much like the last men who were on the hunt for hybrids in Sweet Tooth, Arlo will also face some dangers from a few two-legged types in the film as well. Prepare to sing along with this adorable pick, as it is a pretty perfect companion piece for Sweet Tooth enthusiasts. Speaking of the power of partnership, Sweet Tooth and Big Man have a lot in common with the dynamic duo at the center of the action in Zombieland. The 2009 action-adventure favorite follows Columbus, who manages to survive the zombie apocalypse by sticking to his trusty set of rules. Columbus is making his way to his home state of Ohio in hopes of finding his parents alive, and he's reluctantly joined by Tallahassee, a truck and gun enthusiast with a serious Sweet Tooth.
I could use a Twinkie.
Like Big Man, Tallahassee isn't the warmest companion at first, and he's haunted by a major tragedy from his past. Eventually, though, he finds a new type of family with Columbus and the 2 resourceful and determined sisters who join their ranks along the way. Another film with an unwitting guardianship carrying the momentum of the movie is the 2016 science fiction thriller Prospect. The film features a teen girl named C and her father traveling to a distant moon to mine a rare gem that may just make them richer than their wildest dreams. They soon discover that they aren't alone on this distant planet.
Someone's approaching. Looks like 2 men. They're armed. Channel 0 mute your mic, stay hidden. I'll meet you back on 3 when I get a chance.
Their mission goes south fast, and C is left with no choice but to rely on a cold and calculating stranger named Ezra if she hopes to ever make it back home. Unfortunately for her, Ezra has a seedy history that may make him an unreliable companion in this dark new world. If you were particularly taken by Gus's brief brush with the wild beyond in Sweet Tooth, you may also want to give The Mirror Boy a whirl. The celebrated 2011 Nigerian fantasy drama features a young boy who returns to Africa to the place of his mother's birth. There, he stumbles into a forest filled with magic and, as the film's title indicates, a mysterious boy who only he can seem to see. In addition to fighting for survival in this unfamiliar land, the boy's experience exposes him to some truths about himself and his father that he never knew. And just like Sweet Tooth, the film seamlessly blends its fantasy elements with realism and its very relatable emotional core. If you're looking for what to watch now after savoring all 8 episodes of Sweet Tooth, any one of these movie morsels might just be what you're hankering for next. Thanks for watching. Click the links in our video to watch more from Netflix Film Club. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to get the latest exclusive videos. Plus, hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.